My name is Honeydew. I'm mostly known for my comedic numbers. I do a lot of silly characters and things like that, and I think that our audience has kind of grown to expect that from me a little bit now. I've been with Sin City Burlesque for almost 4 years now, 3 years going on 4. So. My favorite solo to perform is probably Ragdoll, which is the Aerosmith song, and I do it as an actual ragdoll. And then I also like to do Don't You, but I've only done it once, but I plan on doing it again because it was really fun when I did it. It's kind of more classic and let me explore a different side than it's still funny, so it has comedy in it, but it was kind of fun to explore a more classic side of burlesque. I think my favorite one to perform is the same as the fans' favorite. I think that the fans probably really like Ragdoll. At least when I talk to people, I always get, that's my favorite one of yours. It's pretty silly, and the Ragdoll comes to life and tries to seduce the teddy bear, so I think people like the comedy aspect of it. And everybody loves Aerosmith, so it's a song that people recognize and can relate to, and it kind of makes people want to move, so. I think my favorite group routine is sway. Sway is one we do on chairs, and so I kind of enjoy it's very terrifying but also exhilarating at the same time, working in a group on chairs. Like, so many things can go wrong, but I kind of enjoy the challenge of it. And it's also the first group number that I ever learned, so I think that's probably where my fondness comes from it. When I first joined, I started learning that number. My pre-show ritual is actually singing with Cinnamon. Not well, I'm not a singer whatsoever, but Cinnamon and I usually share a dressing room when we perform, and we kind of started this tradition of, in order to get rid of some nerves and kind of loosen up, we put on some jams and we'll dance around, just kind of freestyle, and then we like to kind of sing at the top of our lungs. I'm sure everybody else loves it and totally enjoys it, but that's the kind of the way we loosen up. A post-show ritual is usually involves food and drinks. I think a lot of us kind of leading up to a show, we try to, when we know a show is looming, we try to be healthier and eat a little bit better so we can feel really great on stage. And then as soon as the show's over, all you want to do is eat something horrible. Pizza usually. I think my favorite part about being a member of Sin City Burlesque is getting to perform with people that you are so close with and you love so much. It's really like a sisterhood, and we put so much time and we put so much work into what we do. The payoff is really big when we get to perform together and kind of see all of our ideas come to fruition, see all of the things that we've kind of dreamed about have it actually play out on stage. And then the supportive environment when we perform is really nice. Like, we just all kind of help each other out. We encourage each other and praise each other for the things that we're really good at and the things that we do on stage. And I think that's really rewarding after all of the time and energy we put into it. I think there are a lot of misconceptions about burlesque. I think that a lot of people don't know exactly what it means when you say burlesque. It encompasses so many things, but I think the misconceptions about our show is that I think it's funnier than people might think when you initially hear burlesque. Although burlesque is supposed to be about comedy, I think a lot of times people might associate it with like something more provocative than what it really is. And I wish it was a little less taboo so that people could come and enjoy it as an art form and realize that it's really artistic and it's really funny, and takes a lot of hard work put into it. So I think mostly the misconceptions have to do with it being very taboo and being maybe like associated with stripping or something that's a little bit more provocative than what it really is. I'm a bourbon girl actually myself. My favorite drink is bourbon on the rocks. I think the way that we operate is really female focused. I mean, everything we do is for our female fans. Um, I'll never forget that I think it was maybe the first or second time I performed, and I was still so nervous about the idea of being in this situation where you might not have a lot of clothes on in front of a lot of people. It was very nerve-wracking, and I kind of remember saying, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I don't think I can do this. I don't know if I have what it takes. And when I got off stage, a woman came up to me and she was like, oh my gosh, I just think you are so beautiful. And I was feeling so insecure about the performance and about being in that setting and being in that situation, not knowing if I could do it. And then having somebody say, I really appreciate you because I can relate to you. I think that's really important to what we do in our message, is that we have people of all shapes and sizes, and we're kind of trying to tell people you can do it if you want to. You can do whatever you want to do, and you don't have to be limited by those sorts of things that society often tries to put on you.